a lot of people, reach out to me. I made a video actually recently about how to get involved if you're a lawyer, if you're a non-lawyer. I have tried so hard to respond to everyone's messages. I got like 2 million messages. I made that video on Thursday, right after the shooting. If I don't get back to you, I'm still trying to sift through it all, but there is an awesome organization that I have partnered with. I've worked with them before, trusted, verified. I do legal work with this group. It's the Acacia Center for Justice, and I do a lot of work with them with their children and undocumented minors.
Okay.
But they have an unaccompanied children program. And if you're an attorney especially, you can get involved at acaciajustice.org/defendkids. It's great. They strengthen and expand immigrant legal defense programs across the country. So
I was going to ask you that.
Awesome.
Is it it's all
awesome.
over the country?
All over the country. I think they're based in LA.
Okay.
But I'm here supporting. I have clients around the country. So it really is a great group. I've had a great experience with them. Welcome to Brief Recess. I'm Michael Foote.
Sorry.
Who the fuck are you? Who is this? Get her out of here.
Mélissa Malebranche.
Today we're going to be talking about Renee Good. We're going to talk about American citizens on edge right now. We're going to talk about the shifts in the courtroom, the Uber Eats driver who ran into the woman's home to avoid ICE. We also have an interview to lighten things up a little bit with Yuhua Hamasaki, incredible Drag Race alum, awesome local drag queen here in New York City. We're also going to talk about Mariah Carey because I am a fan.
I'm not a fan. I am a fan. Don't
Stay
do
seated.
that.
See what happens. That is how you know.
Why is there a key in the door?
There's a key in the door. That's how you know you have ADHD. Like, I leave my keys in the door all the time. I'm like,
so do I.
We don't need you don't need a diagnosis. You can just check the door to see if you have ADHD. Baby.
I also can't find shit. And I don't know if I am just like that, but I think maybe yes, I always was.
Yeah.
But I also feel, because when I was little, Mélissa, you so careless. Like, so that was always, that's just, but I hate to sort of always lean on perimenopause, but that bitch.
Well, you weren't perimenopausal when you were a kid.
No, I wasn't. But I think whatever I had has now gotten worse.
Amplified.
And it's coupled with fed upness and like violent tendencies, because I want to. I do. What's the name of that guy?
We got to the studio early and we removed all blunt, sharp objects.
That's I think that's
the iHeart building.
That's wise for everyone involved, including myself. Because if I murder, death, kill you, you can't be my lawyer.
Well, are you in partnership with Andre? Are you the one who's like, honey, where's the fill in the blank?
No.
You're the one who's getting
I'm the one. And so he'll say, like, he'll go in the refrigerator and he'll say, where's the butter? And then I'm like, it's where it always is.
Where do you think the butter is?
Well, actually, the butter's not in the refrigerator in my house, but that's a whole other thing. But like, whatever he was looking for, and he'll say, where is it? And I'm like, it's where it always is. Well, I can't see it. And then I say, if I have to get up, this is you turned into like your mother, right?
If I have to get up,
especially if whatever it is he's looking for, if from where I'm sitting, I could see it from there. And I'm like, if I have to get up.
Wait, it's like a Where's Waldo in your house?
Because if I'm working from home, where I sit, I can see into the kitchen. And I'm like, I can see the thing that you're looking for. And if I have to get up.
I'm not going to point it out.
But I'm going to be really mad. And then he'll stop and he'll be like, wait. And then I hear like things moving around and he's doing something. He'll be like, oh.
Found it.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell him all the time, I wish I had a wife. Are you, who's the seeker? Who's the finder?
I know where everything is. I'm the person who knows where I'm the keeper of the keys and grounds at Hogwarts. I know where everything is. And it's always like, where is this? And it's the same thing. It's right where it always is.
Where it always is.
So
or it's right in front of your fucking face.
I'm strategically hard of hearing is how I approach it. Where's that thing?
My grandmother, sorry.
I didn't hear it.
My grandmother, my whole life, my grandmother couldn't hear anything, right? Not like actually deaf, but like very hard of hearing.
Okay.
We grew up, gamelle, and she would like ignore us or whatever it was.
Turns out she could hear. She just hated you.
Yeah.
She didn't want to. Wait,
so,
really?
Well, so sort of. Right? So my entire life. And then my grandfather got, it's not funny. When my grandfather got sick, he was at home in a hospital bed. And my cousins who lived in Haiti would take turns spending the night.
Okay.
And then one of my cousins like reached out to, she was like, Gamer can hear. And I was like, what do you mean? And she said, I was in the room with them and I heard him say, her name was Renee. And he said, Renee. And she jumped up out of bed and she went over to him and she was like, what's the matter? And he told her what. She's like, this woman has been selectively ignoring all 30 of her grandkids for our entire
She's like,
life.
don't ask me that. I'm
like,
sick of hearing you.
And in hindsight, I'm like, yeah, she was faking it.
She was faking it.
She did not want to hear what we had to say.
Brad's like, oh, where's that thing? No response. No, I didn't hear it. And then I hear the rustling. I hear the ASMR.
Yeah.
And
I hate when they do that.
I do too.
The clickety click.
This is why you have it.
I know. I do have it.
You do have it. I do. I have it. I'm not a doctor and I'm diagnosed.
I have it. I know I do. I can't help it.
And then it's like, and then he finds whatever it is and it's gone. And it's over.
Is he quiet about finding it? Is he silently
yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He won't be like, found it.
Nope. No. Well, that was up an octave.
What do you mean?
That was your Elphaba moment. That was your found it.
Isn't that what everybody does when they find something? They do.
They don't go falsetto. You're like,
no, they do. I think they do.
You think they crescendo like that?
I do. Found it. As opposed to lost it. Right? Found it. Oh, lost it. It's different.
It's different.
It is.
It's different. Were you a musical kid? You took musical classes?
No, I can't sing. I wish I could, though. No, I took guitar.
You would tear up.
What?
An open mic.
Like.
You would tear it up. You would just be great. Just like a.
If I could sing.
I could totally see you taking Oprah.
Sure, if I could sing, but like I can't.
Did the Mary J. Blige.
I know that wasn't Mary J. That was
in the dancery.
That was. Don't get it started. No, that was Mariah. Mariah does that. She holds her ear and then she does like a thing.
Yeah.
Mary J. does something else. She's more of like a.
If there's a Mariah clip, if there's a Mariah clip that comes up on my feed, I stop every single time.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
You know what though? I wonder, like, very talented woman. You can't take anything away from her. That voice is the voice to end all voices.
Unbelievable.
However, if I were to pay money to go see Mariah or anybody in concert, and she's like barely walking.
No, I would
be really upset.
I would be upset if she were walking. I want to see Mariah wheeled around the stage, not moving.
No.
I want
you want to see the Mariah Carey?
Diva. I want that is such diva behavior.
That's fucking bullshit.
Step touching, walking through this choreo.
No,
I think that's just so funny.
And the heels are too high, and she's like a baby calf. Like I can't.
Holding her up. They're holding her up.
I know.
I love that.
No,
I'm going. That to me is pure camp. I think she's in on the joke of Mariah.
She's like she's checked out and doesn't care.
Yeah.
No, but I paid a lot of money to see you sing, perform.
Do you think she leaves her keys in the door?
No, because
you think someone's opening the door?
Get out of here. You know what? What's the matter with you?
You know what? I'm actually afraid that somehow she's going to see this and I'm going to get in trouble. So.
No, I don't see why. We said that she's amazing, talented.
That's true.
She's got an amazing
I'm just
voice.
afraid of her. I think.
Yeah, well, I think we're afraid of like the whatever her people are.
Yes.
Like what's
her beehive? What is it?
No, it's
her people.
No. See? No, now you're in trouble. Now you're in trouble.
Well, no, I didn't say that they were the same, but I just equated it to like who are her Swifties?
Gaga has like her monsters, the Bayhive, and who's... I don't know. People who love Mariah Carey.
Well, now we're probably in trouble for not knowing who they are.
No.
What's worse than a bad review? No review.
Right. No. This is not a dig about her or her fan base, but like the people who are like hardcore Mariah Carey-ites. Do you guys have a name?
CJ, can you look it up? Who is it? Let's fact check this. Found it.
Lost it.
They call them lambs?
Lambs. Yes,
Why?
that's right. She calls them lambs,
Because they're soft sheepskin.
Yeah,
kind of,
like they're.
like she likes.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about my obsession with lamb's wool. And we go back to Mélissa. All topics lead back to me.
Back to Melissa's obsession with fur.
No, I'm not obsessed with fur. I'm not. I am obsessed with
animal skins,
quality vintage items that have been well loved and well cared for.
Yeah. Not new furs.
Not new fur.
Let the record reflect.
Let the record reflect.
We're going to have to call this segment Us Getting Canceled. You know what? Let's take a break before we even get into the furs.
All right.
This is Sidebar. We're going to talk about everything in the headlines, what's going on right now, what's hitting our feed, what's hitting our sources of news. Everything for me has been completely dominated by what's happening in Minneapolis right now. I mean, total tone change for going from Mariah Carey right to this. But I oftentimes wonder if I'm in a bubble, right? Anything immigration related that hits the stratosphere immediately comes to me through a text or a DM or something.
For sure.
So I do sometimes end up in this echo chamber where I hear and see everything, and that's all I'm hearing and seeing. But this one really feels like this is nationwide, worldwide news. Everyone's really focused on it. Sometimes this is people's first entree into immigration law or ICE or DHS. So what have you been kind of seeing about it? Because I've seen everything.
I'm seeing probably not exactly the same stuff as you, obviously, but a lot of that stuff. And also, obviously, it depends on am I engaging with that stuff? And I am, obviously, right? I've spent a lot of time looking at the shooting of Renee Good from all the angles that are available to me.
Yeah.
And as it relates to ICE, right? Seeing other ICE members, you see the ICE officer or whatever it is. He was running after somebody and he slipped and fell on the ice. She's seen a supercut of that. You can catch it on Melissa's story right now. Did I post it on my story?
Yeah, you did. Supercut. I think it's to music. The ICE officer falling. I will say, just to back up, there was a shooting of a woman at an ICE protest. She was in her car. There are many angles of footage. I have reviewed all of them. So has Mélissa.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure I am no expert in these types of things, but she was trying to leave a protest and she was shot multiple times in the face by an ICE officer.
Who then, after he killed her, called her a fucking bitch.
Yep.
And here's the thing, right? So we know that they don't mind killing Black and brown people. We know that, right?
We've known that.
We've known that for a really long time. And they've gotten away with it. And I wondered what would happen if they started killing white women. And I'm surprised that there's not more outrage. But what I was saying to a friend of mine is I wonder if what needs to happen is that it needs to be a white Christian heterosexual man married to a white Christian heterosexual woman. And they have 2.5 kids, and it has to be dog.
The perfect,
Connecticut family. Is that what it needs to be?
I would agree with you, but then I think about school shootings. I think about Sandy Hook. Yeah. Right?
You would think that white children would be.
You would think that white children in a small sleepy town in Connecticut would be the thing that happens, where then we get gun control laws. Right?
It just, the end game, the goalpost keeps moving and it's getting further and further away. And I am having conversations because I come from an immigrant family. I am having some real conversations with my family about what we should be doing. Yeah. Way before my dad passed away, when Trump got into office in last January, my dad said, you know what? Maybe, he's talking to he and my mom, he felt like maybe he should walk around with his passport. And I remember being so upset at that, right? So my father is an American citizen. My father was a Vietnam War veteran. And it bothered me to think of my parents who have lived in this country for my lifetime.
Of course, yeah.
Over 50 years. And that was something that they were talking about, that they were thinking about. My mom, I can't remember what happened when Trump started talking about birthright citizenship
Yes.
no longer being a thing. This upset my mother tremendously. She was like, well, what's going to happen to you? Because when I was born, my mother wasn't a citizen yet.
Interesting.
And my dad was, but my mother wasn't. And I have to tell you, the reason why my father was an American citizen was that when the United States realized that they were losing the Vietnam War, they went into other nations and they poached mostly young men of color. And they said, if you come over to our country and help us out with this, and they weren't calling it a war
that we're losing.
Right, but they weren't calling it that. I forget what they were calling the Vietnam War. But anyway, yeah, the conflict. It'll be nothing. Wow. We'll make you an American citizen on the spot.
Wow.
That's why my dad, and my father is not the only one. And I will tell you, my father was exposed to Agent Orange. He was a young man and battled health issues for his entire life, which contributed to his death.
Yeah.
Right? Wow. So the idea that someone like that and all the other someones who were like that had this idea in their heads that they needed to prove their worthiness to be here, I find insulting as fuck.
Of course, yes.
And it also really bothered me on behalf of my mother, who now is thinking about me and worried about me. And she's like, well, you know, Andre's a citizen. He was born here. Like maybe he, and I just feel like, so first I was like, Mom, they're not paying attention to me right now. And she's like, yeah, but she's always telling me to keep my mouth shut on social media, which I will not do. But the idea that my mother is spending any time worrying about this is something that hits me in the heart. It really, really does.
To live her life, her long, incredible life, mostly here in the States, raise her children to the age they are now, and then to just now have to start worrying about this is so deeply disturbing.
It is. And she's not the only person, you know, this is just an example, right? Yeah. I think this is happening to a lot of families across this country. And I am deeply worried. And I mean, and I have been for a long time, but like the feeling of anxiety is getting much worse.
Yeah. I have a lot of U.S. citizens reaching out to me right now, asking what do I do? Not to help with protests, but hey, I'm a Black or brown U.S. citizen. What do I do? Should I be afraid? I have citizenship. I have status.
Yeah, you should be afraid.
It's like this new phenomenon. Like I've been practicing immigration law 11 years. This is the first time I have people asking me, we've
never had to think about that before.
We've never had to think about it before.
Right.
But the notion that an American citizen, we had one, it was brought up at a congressional hearing. He was deported back to Korea. He fought in the war. And Christina on the record said, oh, we've never deported a U.S. citizen. And the congressperson was like, actually, zooming in from Korea, where he was deported back to a country he hadn't been to since he was 9.
He is a combat veteran, a Purple Heart recipient. He has sacrificed more for this country than most people ever have.
Did you see that clip? It was crazy.
I did. Yeah.
Just totally caught in a complete lie like that in front of Congress.
Well, we know they don't care. These are people with no morals, no scruples, no nothing.
Right.
We've heard other people say it lots and lots of times, but like cruelty seems to be the point.
Right.
And what they are looking for is a white Christian nation.
Yeah.
And you know, if you ever make the argument about Native American people who are indigenous to this country, those people don't count, right? It needs to be.
It's always starting 1492.
Correct, right? Yeah. When those people came over seeking safety and shelter. So those are the people that count.
Right.
But I don't know what we're going to do. I literally don't know what will become of us. And I hate to sound like that, but that is how I am feeling. I had this conversation with a friend of mine, and I wonder what you think. She was saying that she is questioning whether or not there are going to be midterms.
Interesting.
I hadn't thought about it.
I have not thought about that either.
I know.
It seems like a lot of this is in the lead up to the midterms. A lot of what's happening right now. I wouldn't say that, but I wouldn't not say that U.S. citizens should be worried about being deported up until a couple weeks ago, right?
That's the thing, right? It's like all the things that we never had to think about because we didn't think that it was possible. Now it feels like, well, is it really crazy for me to ask this question?
It's like the word unprecedented, we keep having to redefine it. Like
Right.
it's lost all meaning now.
Right.
To
No.
say something's
I
unprecedented.
mean, things have been
because it's like,
unprecedented.
It's been unprecedented since I had to put on a mask in
Right.
2019, right?
Right.
Like you said, the goalposts keeps moving. It feels as if we are, I want a new word for unprecedented. Like we have to make it up of what it means to live in America right now, because we keep doing this thing where we keep comparing what's happening right now to what's happened in the past. Oh, well, in the past, it was different. And today, and it would never happen because of, well, what happened in the past was the precedent was this, or this is what happened 4 years ago, or this is what happened during the first Trump administration, right? We keep looking back to say what's going to happen in the future, but we can't do that anymore.
No, I mean, all bets are off.
All bets are off. Just look at the
whatever.
response of what's happened in Minneapolis, right?
Right.
We have during, I think, the first Trump administration, I don't think we would have had this same response of it was her fault. She was fighting the officer, even though there's all this footage that proves otherwise. They're double, triple, quadrupling down on this narrative.
They have to, though. I mean, if they are trying to make this point that it was her fault and that if people just comply.
It sounds like such a cliche that the truth doesn't matter anymore, but it is more,
it feels like it
more
doesn't matter
so
anymore.
now, and it doesn't. It's more so now about like what narrative gets out there and what one can we circulate the fastest, not the one that has the most evidence. And that's the hardest for me as a lawyer watching everything is like, well, this evidence shows this and this evidence shows that, but like the evidence and the details almost, it doesn't matter to this administration. They just want narrative. Send it out there. Who cares what the video shows?
Yeah,
right?
they're making it up as they go along.
Yeah. But what was heartening to me, at least, was the public response. I have not been able to get away from it, even when I'm in a social media or media setting that isn't one that is my own. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get away from it on my own platforms. It's what people know me for. But when I am walking down the street or seeing that sort of like scrolling marquee or looking at that news cycle, whatever it is dominating it and it's still there. And for me, I mean, not to say that like that is hope for, or I am feeling hopeful, but for me, it's like, okay, people who weren't paying attention are now paying attention. And for me, that's always been like where I see changes occur, not to be that person who then again, like looks back and looks at the past and says, this is where we're going to go in the future. But for me, at least, that's always been the inflection point is when I see people who, like my yoga teacher reached out to me of like, what can I do? And I'm like, this is awesome. Like, you and I haven't really ever talked about this before. I've talked to a lot of people about this, but not certain people.
Right.
And I mean, I love that because I'm the eternal I'm always optimistic. Like, let's get more people involved. Like, let's do the thing. So that was like exciting for me.
It is exciting. I think and I hate to sort of be this person, but I'm going to be, is that I think the part of it that is, heart-wrenching for me is that, yes, while it is great that there are people who are looking at this and paying attention and then they are coming to you and they're asking you questions, what can I do? What can I do? I hate that it took us to get to this place.
Yes. Oh,
where
of course. Oh my God. Yeah.
Some woman, a woman who's a mother and had to get shot in the face multiple times for other people to be like, let me reach out to the person that I know. Something's going on. Yeah. What can I do about it? Right?
It's like the school shootings. It's like, right. It has to get to this place where we see for people to really start to pay attention.
I know, but Michael, think about the school shootings. So in our, we can all, most of us can remember when a school shooting, it was so shocking.
Columbine.
Right? Absolutely shocking. Yeah. Absolutely shocking. It is no longer shocking.
No. It's a footnote.
It's
in the
sad.
Yes.
It's sad and people are sending thoughts and prayers, but we are devolving as a society. Yeah. And I am, again, super concerned. Okay, so people are really excited about what happened to Renee Good now, but are we going to get to a place where it's a footnote? Again, like you said earlier,
there's only so much attention and energy people have towards a cause.
Yes, but we hear all the time, right? Like people, I believe that children are the future, right? And people love kids and children are our most precious resource. And if you cannot make a decision to do something to protect children.
But I think that's where, like, I mean, what you're describing is basically this idea of, well, that could never happen to me, not like that, right? And I think that people are seeing in Renee Good a lot of what they see in themselves, right? A, like, middle class, upper middle class, maybe,
right,
person attending a protest who is American citizen, white, trying to flex their democratic muscles, exercise their First Amendment rights.
And probably what she thought was her privilege.
Exactly. And now we're in a place where I think people are seeing themselves in that victim and saying, okay, and then now getting involved, which like, it's awful it had to happen that way. I am focusing on the latter half of the statement.
Yes.
Which is people are now getting involved. Like, I am just throwing my weight and energy into that. I will say I have seen the judiciary shift a bit. I've gone to court twice since the shooting.
What's
the judges have been so... I'm trying to equate it to someone who's like explain it to someone who's never been to court. They have been riding. Have you ever been ridden at work where someone is on your ass about something? The judges are like that to DHS right now. The DHS attorneys. Well, how come you don't have this client produced? We gave you the A number. Did you not have notice? How come this wasn't filed in a timely fashion? Why was this appeal dropped at 401? Right? Like,
and what are they, without talking about anything specific, but like what is the excuse? Like, or
it's always, you know, the basket of excuses. I think, you know, I think people assume when they're imagining court that they're being held accountable by the judge, which we often are. DHS and defense attorneys, we are a guest in someone else's courtroom. I don't work for the judge, and neither does DHS. So I think that people think it's like, oh, getting your hand slapped at the principal's office. No, in the principal's office, the power dynamic is different. You are like reporting into the principal. We are not reporting into judges. Judges are separate from us. So oftentimes I have to do or say something that's going to piss off a judge on behalf of my client, and DHS does the same thing. So what I'm witnessing are these like adversarial situations where judges and DHS are kind of beefing right now, but it doesn't necessarily, it's nice for me to watch from the defense table. Did you see this Uber Eats video?
I did see the Uber Eats video.
Ma'am, I'm so sorry. I don't want to do this.
Basically, this Uber Eats driver ran into this woman's home because they were being chased by a nice officer. And the woman made this video of like, I don't know what to do. This woman, she was like, someone just recently got shot in the face for, you know,
was the Uber Eats also in Minneapolis?
I think so.
Was it in Minneapolis also?
Yeah.
Okay.
People have reached out to me, but like, what do I do? Like, what do I do in this situation?
Yeah, I was actually saving it to ask you, like, what?
And I will say, okay, so I've been like thinking about this. I like ride my bike around the city thinking about these hypotheticals all the time. And it's like, I can tell you what legally you can do. Legally, you can have someone in your home and you can bar ICE from entering and ask them for a signed judicial warrant. It has to have a signature. It should have the migrant's name on there. Like, you do not have to give an ICE officer access to your home.
Right.
That is your Fourth Amendment right. My favorite, my bestie, the Fourth Amendment.
But I do remember that you had said you can't open your door and usher the person in.
So if you can be accused of interfering if you are like, hey guys, get in here. I see you're being chased by.
But if somebody is...
So Uber Eats driver, you open the door for the Uber Eats driver. That person runs in. What that woman in that video wasn't like, get in here.
Right.
Person runs in. Now what? Right. So that's what happens legally. But, huge but, that assumes ICE is following the law, which based off people who've been shot in the face recently, they are not following the law.
They're not following the law.
So I can tell you what legally your rights are and what can happen, but it doesn't mean that the laws and the Constitution and the amendments are being followed right now. Like, that is just not necessarily true. So we have trials, we have, juries who decide capital punishment, not ICE officers. That's the big differentiator here. Someone was executed. And called a fucking bitch. So it doesn't matter if she was interfering, if she was committing a crime. The law states you have a trial, you have a jury. That determines the punishment, not an ICE officer who received 43 days of training. less training than someone who works at the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yes.
That is a fact.
Right.
So that is what can happen under the law. That's not necessarily whether the laws are being followed right now really remains to be seen based off the videos we're getting. But doing something versus not doing something, like, that's the law. It really is up to you. For me, I live my life by the mirror test, which is, will I be able to look at myself in the mirror tomorrow? I remember hearing a story about World War II. Japanese people were being put in internment camps. On NPR, they interviewed this woman. And she was like, I was a secretary, I was a clerk at this police station in, I think, the Pacific Northwest, and they brought in a family of Japanese people. The mother was distraught, screaming and crying. She said, I haven't had water in 2 days. She said, I just need a glass of water. All I need is water. I'm not asking to be let go. Just in tears, distraught. She was like, not even for me. Can someone just give my kids water? It's been 2 days without water. And at that point, you're starting to kind of hallucinate. And the woman was being interviewed recently. And after all of these years, she remembers and still cannot live with herself that she did not get this mother a glass of water.
Right.
Because she was afraid that she would get in trouble. She was afraid her boss would say something. She was afraid.
Yeah.
And she didn't do something. That shit still fucking haunts her.
Sure it does.
And I think about that all the time as I'm watching these videos, as I'm in court, as someone reaches out to me, hey, I need help with this. Hey, I need you to handle this case for my kid. That is my gut check.
Yeah.
I think about that story. And that is when I decide whether or not I do something, is will I be on NPR in 50 years talking about that time in my life where I didn't do something.
When you could have.
And it still haunts me.
Yeah.
So that is my mirror test. Can I look at myself in the mirror tomorrow and be able to live with the choice I made yesterday?
Okay.
Holding myself accountable.
Yep.
Can I live with it? And that's how I decide. Welcome back to Brief Recess. I'm Michael Foote.
I'm Mélissa Malebranche.
And we are here with Yuhua Hamasaki, the iconic, the diva, the boots, the house down, the grand dame of New York City, local New York drag artist, and also RuPaul's Drag Race Season 10 alum, and also a recent season, right?
Slation Royale.
Slation Royale drag queen extraordinaire, Yuhua Hamasaki. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Hi, y'all.
Welcome to Brief
We're excited
Recess.
to have you.
I'm excited to be here.
Journalistic disclosure, I am a regular at Yuhua's Friday night shows at Pieces in New York City. It is so much fun. Please come. I'll be there this Friday. So come,
what kind of an
say
audience
hi.
member is he?
Drunks.
Yeah.
Fun. Charismatic. Supportive. Throwing dollars, honey.
I
Making
always
sure that
tip
the
the girl.
queens are fulfilled.
We love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about your Friday night show? Because it really is so fun. And I think people hear like drag club, New York City, gay bar, they think it's going to be like 99.99%
Alcohol.
White muscle.
Alcohol.
Yes, the drinks are very strong, so please imbibe with care.
Yes.
But also, I think people think it's going to be like a muscled up, like cruisy scene. This is not that. It's so different. And that's why I go, because those days are long gone.
Oh, right.
Because I'm, as Mélissa says, I'm a little bit too long in the tooth to be going out all night.
How dare you? How dare that person? But you're very right. I remember asking you that question maybe, I think 2 years ago. I was like, why do you come to Pieces Bar for the viewing parties?
Yes.
And he mentioned that it's less cruisy.
Yes.
Excuse my language. People don't, grope you as much.
Yeah,
People aren't like looking
Slap
for
and
your
tickle.
body.
Wait, whoa.
As much.
As
I
much?
was
There's some groping, just not as much.
Once. I was groped once.
Okay, once is.
It's
It
pretty
means that
good.
you're loved.
It's
It means
been
that you're
years.
loved.
Yeah,
It means you're loved. You'll want it.
Yeah.
Or do you want to be like me, ungroped all these last 15 years? You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
no.
you don't want that. Yeah, but the crowd is like very diverse. It's very eclectic.
Yeah.
Everybody's there just for queer, safe space, celebration, joy, regardless of your gender, race, sexuality, how you look like, different colors. Whatever you are, just be there as long as you bring joy. That's what we care about. It's a celebration of who you are.
How long have you been doing it?
At Pieces Bar?
At Pieces Bar.
Uh-oh.
Now you're going to have to the encyclopedia.
Wow.
8
been a little
years.
while.
8 years, but I've been in the West
years.
Village for about Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
No. Oh, no.
15 years.
It goes by quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, it flies by.
Yeah.
Time flies by when you're like really enjoying what you're doing, you know?
I get this feeling when I'm in gay bars sometimes that it's like the people who have gone there the longest or the most regular are the ones who, you know, queens talk to or get attention or whatever. You are such a great host of this show because no matter who is there, even if they're a tourist from the Midwest, I think there was like someone from Iceland once. You pulled them up, like you really get in there with everyone. It doesn't matter who you are. So that inclusivity, I really do attest it to you in your show.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, you want to make sure that everyone is welcomed at the space that they're at. Because I've been to places before where you're just like an outsider, a guest, and you don't know where to like turn to. You don't know where you fit in. But I've been in that position before, so I don't want anyone to feel like in that position anymore. Because I know what it feels like. So yeah, inclusivity.
I know it was a minute ago, but I have to touch on Drag Race because I'm such a fan. I love RuPaul's Drag Race. Tell us a little bit about the experience. You want to give us like an anecdote, a top moment from that experience? Maybe people who have known nothing about Drag Race. Maybe my mother's watching. What would you want her takeaway to be from your experience?
I think for me, for Drag Race, the most memorable moment from season 10 was walking through the entrance. Because for many years, I've watched queens walk through the entrance. It's like a recognition of like, okay, you've made it. You're here. Welcome to the sisterhood of the sorority. And I felt like I walked through those doors and I felt like I made a mark on what I did. But I think like looking back at it now, it's not about like recognition or what others say. It's about what you bring to the table. It's what you think of yourself that matters. So I think that at that time, it was walking through the entrance doors. But I think that looking back now, it's the whole experience of it all. What I've walked away with. Like, those lessons I cannot get in real life. Like, because you get such a big lessons that you learn this quick. Whereas in real life, you get, a little hiccup here, a little lesson here. Okay, you grow like, but then you're like,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
intense on Drag Race.
The School of Hard Knocks.
What would you say if you had to think about it? Like, give us like one or two big takeaways that you got.
Okay, so I guess I missed the question. I went in the other direction. The takeaway of Drag Race. Fun. Celebration. Don't take life too seriously. I know that's a direct quote from RuPaul, but seriously, don't take life too seriously because we are all walking around. Everybody in this room don't know what the F is going on. No shade. We're all just trying to get by. We're all just trying to wing it. We all have a reference of what we had done in the past experience that works. And then we try to pass on that advice for somebody else, or we're going to do it again for today. But we're all just trying to wing it.
I'm laughing because I love this so much because it epitomizes
what happened.
This moment. A year ago, I'm at your show. I think you were like 30 minutes late. You were stuck on a train. Do you remember this? Your train got stuck and you couldn't get in drag in time. So you stopped at the guy who sells hats and t-shirts on the street and you bought a hoodie and sunglasses and a hat. And that was how you showed up to the bar for your show.
Oh my God.
It was so funny.
Photos
it was
didn't happen.
so funny. I have photos. It was so good. You don't remember this.
Slightly.
Which means it's happened a couple times.
Just slightly. But I think, like RuPaul says, don't take life too seriously. There's resources everywhere. As long as you make it work,
And that was the
make
best.
It work.
That was the best show. Everyone lost their shit. It was hilarious. And it was great.
Thank you. Yeah, just make it work in life.
Oh, do you want to tell us a little bit about Slasion Royale? What it was like?
We did Slasion Royale over last year. Oh, it was such a quick turnaround. I feel like it was such a long project because it was like never ending because we got the, I guess like the filter of like who's interested and who they kind of want like an early like of the year, and then we got the official cast of who's going to be on there a few months later, and then we started working on the costumes and like preparing for the show, and then we filmed it, and then we came back and we started preparing like our videos and our photos, and then they aired it, and then afterwards we have to start doing the performance. It was just like a whole long ass project. Okay, that does not sound nice, but to fill in the words for PR protection, I am very grateful for the experience. But yeah, like it's a lot of hard work, Everything was just like so fast.
It's a machine.
Yeah, it's a machine. It's a whole beast.
They pump you in. They tell you who's going to be on the show beforehand?
Oh, hell no.
So it's a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a whole surprise.
I was going to say, because then you can get your reads ready.
Oh, yeah. But I think there's always going to be
the moment read is such a good, it's so good.
Yeah, because you never know who's going to be on there. Like, yeah, you can read someone for their clothes or their makeup, but that's so generic. You can plug any name in for anybody.
Yeah.
But a specific moment or a specific thing that they're known for, that's when it's bam, funny. It pokes you. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's when it really gets you for the read.
Yeah. Spur of the moment read.
Yeah. Very right, Alyssa.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was hot there. Whoa.
You filmed in the Philippines.
Hot.
Oh my God.
Hot.
The humidity.
Yes.
We had the air conditioning brought down really low today for you because we know drag queens have to be on ice.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta be
the face can't melt.
Really cold. We did a full HVAC review before you were
Did y'all?
No.
But
Michael is a cold-blooded creature. He needs to be kept cool.
I'm the same way. If I'm interviewing someone and it gets even a little bit hot, it's over. It is done. If I start sweating, I get in my head and then I'm like, oh my God, now I'm sweating.
Okay.
And I'm in a suit and the lights we've got a lot of lights on. And it deteriorates really quickly.
Why do we have a lot of lights on, Michael?
Lighting is
beautiful
important.
makeup, duh.
This one especially though. He won't perform unless there's.
I love good. It's got to have good lighting.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to have that soft filter, Vaseline over the lens.
A la Lucille Ball.
You in post, you know who I'm talking to.
So, lawyer or makeup artist? What's going on?
Star.
What's going on?
Where's the ring light?
Let me ask you, would y'all prefer a hot temperature or cold temperature? I always get half and half from people. They always I prefer hot. But I'm let it be freezing. At least you can throw a coat on.
Yes.
If you're hot, what the F are you going to do? Take off your skin, your bones? You can't be doing that.
Lately, I prefer to be cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you shifted.
I shifted because the heat is coming from inside the house.
I love
That's my fucking line.
Melissa's generating.
It's true. It's coming from inside.
It's the rage.
What about you?
The rage.
It
is the rage.
I love a good sweater, overcoat, Elphaba, Fiero moment with the big cardigan. That's where I live. That's what I love. And I don't know. That's what I love about New York is the winters in New York can be great. The snow, you're walking around. Bundled.
I'm
no
anti-snow.
snow.
I'm very anti-snow, and I'm very anti-grown-ass adult who's just yay, it's gonna snow.
Right.
I don't have time for that. It's this. I don't care. Come for me if you want to.
That is CJ, and that is me.
Sorry, guys. I can't with the snow.
You know what? As a kid, I say the same thing too. Now as an adult, okay, the first date, beautiful.
Sure.
Second, third day.
No.
Freezing.
Yes.
Well, not just that, but now every
waiting at the bus stop.
It's pretty
every
for
dog in the neighborhood is taking a shit on the snow.
It's pretty for a second. It's
and then
pretty
dogs
for a minute.
walk around
no.
You've been involved in some great organizations around. Sorry, just hard to
What a great transition, y'all.
We're transitioning.
Hating the winter. So you've been great.
So anyway, speaking of freezing cold.
Yes. Y'all want to hear a funny story? So I know this about the Philippines, right? So when going back in the winter, in October, November-ish, I was trying to find places to stay at that has a heater. Because I thought, winter, cold. I want to stay warm,
No. Okay.
I'm a person that gets cold easily, right? A lot of the places that I was looking at, okay, they only have AC. I'm mother effer.
Yeah.
We're going to find a place that has a heater for me during the winter. Place after place after place after place. I was messaging left
You're
on left,
contacting the hotels.
And then someone finally had the bravery and replied and said, ma'am, this is the Philippines. We don't have winter.
Right.
I was okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Why they have,
There's a Filipino restaurant right across from my apartment.
Mm-hmm.
They have the craziest karaoke on Saturday nights.
Filipinos love
all
karaoke.
night long. I love it. It's so funny.
Do you sing?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna.
They love to sing.
It's so funny.
It's in their blood.
Yeah.
It's so great.
They
I love it.
love it.
Pageantry, karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
It's all in them. They love that.
They do.
Yeah. And here, what do we love? Drag, honey. Or no?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing drag?
Since 2009, I would say. No, 2008. But then for fun, I would say 2004 or 5-ish.
When you were doing it for fun, what were you doing for real?
I would say like, because people were like playing sports or Barbie or playing with makeup or figuring out like dating and whatnot. Like I didn't really have any of those things that applied to me.
Yeah.
So for me, it was drag. It was makeup. It was wigs. It was costumes. It was sewing. I mean, I didn't look great back then, but it was like a way of expressing myself. Like some people turn to like painting, collecting stamps, or
You're painting yourself.
Yeah, I was using myself as a canvas, as an expression.
Right. Yeah.
Looking back at it now, it was always almost like a way of healing myself and finding myself and like solving any trauma that I had as a kid. But it really propelled me into ways to finding confidence, accepting myself as who I am, and learning about other people that are different from me too. Because yes, I'm different, but so are other people. And let's all learn about each other and respect each other for who they are. And we can all share this beautiful earth together.
Was there anyone sort of like guiding you as you were figuring out drag? Or like, I know that like drag motherhood is a big part of the drag community, especially in the US, but did you have a community around you as you were sort of figuring that out? Or was it really on your own?
I wish there was a community. I'm going to be honest. I wish there was a community. But back in the day, there were like no YouTube videos, no TikTok, no social media to like
there's nothing.
help you with makeup or a reference point for costumes. Like, well, I'm going to point out the obvious. Nobody was really Asian doing drag in New York City at the time. So all my reference points were for doing makeup were whoever was like sitting next to me. The way I did my makeup did not match my face or like my complexion, my eyes and whatnot. Like it wasn't until years later I found out they were doing and shaping their faces with the makeup and contouring, highlighting the makeup and stuff for their face and their complexion.
And you can't just copy paste it onto someone else's face. It's specific to your...
Right. And it wasn't until Manila Luzon from season 3, another Asian drag artist, she put out a makeup video. And I was like, oh, that's how I was supposed to do it for my cheekbones, my lips, my eyes. It all makes sense from then on.
And did you feel that shift in yourself once you sort of learned from her? Like, did you feel like, oh, okay? Because you had obviously been loving it this whole time, but just maybe not necessarily feeling like you were doing it right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You got the words, Alyssa.
Yeah.
Why every time I say your name?
Because it's Mélissa.
Why did nobody correct me?
I told you twice.
I should have. It's fine.
Why did nobody correct me?
It's fine. We just did. It's Mélissa. No, it's Mélissa.
So instead of correcting me, he just breaks out laughing. Okay, Mélissa. I am so sorry.
It's really okay.
I am so sorry. Mélissa. What was the question again, Mélissa?
Now I can't remember.
What was the question, Michael?
I wasn't listening.
Producers, what was the question?
I think I was asking you if after you found this other person who was doing it, because you had always loved makeup, right? But maybe you were feeling like it wasn't actually, you weren't doing it in a way that you felt highlighted your face until you saw somebody else with similar features who also did it.
Right. That's where the saying representation matters.
It helps so much when you see yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like you know, talking about me for a quick second, but like I remember growing up feeling very much like I had to have hair as straight as possible. And I would spend hours blow drying my hair and getting relaxers because I didn't see anybody with hair like mine.
Right.
And then finally one day I was just like, fuck this, and I did it. But like people who are coming up behind me have no idea what it was like when they didn't know how to do their hair, right? So when I hear you say, you know, when you were coming up, there were no like YouTube tutorials for you. So you were out there sort of like blindly bumping into things, trying to figure it out. But the people who are coming now, they have you to look for as an example, right? They and other ones like you. Yeah.
You put the words in my mouth.
No, it's true though. But
you're a trailblazer. You're leading the way.
But you are leading the way, and it makes it so that anyone who wants to do what you do, who looks similarly to you, they could be like, oh, mother is here, right? And like looking at you and knowing that. It makes all the difference. That's when you say representation matters. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, like, look at you. You know, because like a lot of people wouldn't know how to take care of their natural hair. Because like you mentioned, like straightening their hair.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know all the products that would have came to taking care of their hair that are curly in their natural form. Same thing with like makeup or complexion or finding the actual correct shade for yourself. Yeah, so like representation really matters because if you don't see yourself, how are you going to feel about not being accepted in the world because you're not on, you know, the billboards, on TV and whatnot, or having like a reference point, you know? And having that as like an example also allows other people to know that there are different ways to do the things that you want to do to express yourself. There's not one way to do things.
And the standard of beauty is different for everybody, right? There's no reason that those of us who are people of color should ascribe to the standard of beauty that is for white people. It's not the same. And that's okay. And it's just, you just need to sort of find what is your niche, right?
Right.
And if there isn't a niche, blow one out. Like you make one for yourself.
Right. And I always feel like it's shifting too. I mean, we're all just a bunch of things thrown together, different shapes of eyes, hair, complexion. And then if you're lucky enough, someone will find you attractive. We're just a bunch of things thrown together. And I feel like there's beauty in however you look.
100%.
However you look, someone's going to find you attractive.
Right. And there's nothing like having,
No,
But
like finding there's like confidence in yourself. That'll do it every time.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, every time I go shopping with Mélissa, we are stopped multiple times by people telling her how beautiful her hair is. Because everyone stops her on the street, in the store. It is, I mean, it really is incredible. It's getting to be exhausting.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I
As the bald friend, I'm really mad.
But you have such a nice head.
I know you have such a nice head shape. Thank you so much.
It's so round.
I know, right?
Sorry.
But it is beautiful, you know, like if you wear it with pride, with confidence.
And it's
you know,
not only is it beautiful, but it's the way she wears it.
Yeah.
Like she styles it, but also like moves with confidence in the world. And I do think that is a huge part of it.
And it takes time, right?
Yeah.
You don't, I mean, I think you don't always sort of come out of the womb that way, right? And I think there's a lot of people who are just like, normal, be like who you're supposed to be, but you figure that out for yourself.
Is there a type of person who stops you about your hair? It's like, I think from what I've seen, it's usually women who are thinking about going gray.
Yeah.
That is like what,
and you know what they always
like,
say? They always say, I could never. And I used to, once upon a time, I used to be like, of course you can. But now I feel like, oh, then don't. Because
Mélissa?
Get lost.
Maybe you don't.
Not get lost, but like, because you get there when you get there. Right. And there isn't anything that I can say to anybody to make them do it.
Right.
And I feel like I never say, no, you can't. But I always say, well, you know, you will when you're ready.
Yeah, your time will come.
When you're ready. And then and maybe you're never ready. And that's okay.
And that's
okay too.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, I think you owe it to yourself to be your most authentic self. And if you can do it, then go for you. And if you can't, that's okay too.
Yeah. You live the life that you want to at the time you want to. And it's your journey, you know.
And I'll say this sort of selfishly, you can't bring everybody with you. Not everybody wants to be here with you.
Yeah.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Hear that, Michael?
I mean, she's about to tell me to get lost.
No.
Yeah.
She said,
I'm just saying,
not
everybody is in the same place.
It's
right?
true.
And
no, it's true.
I've learned that too. Like, you are doing this much amount and they're just there for the ride or just like, they're chilling.
Yeah.
Do you want to be in a better place in your life? You got to work for it.
You do.
You have to work for it.
As we're moving into the new year, I've seen a lot of people talking about, you know, what they're bringing with them into the new year and what they're leaving behind. And I've seen people talk about, I'm not going to call the friends who don't call me.
No.
I'm not going to text
a
the friend.
long time ago.
And it is such great advice because they either figure it out and they start calling or they don't. And you're fine.
Baby.
You were doing them a service.
Baby, you always have you yourself, and I always say this, I am never lonely. I am never lonely because I have myself. And the friends or people that you don't call, don't text, like, or that you don't hear from, they're not meant to be in your life. There's maybe something that's like bringing y'all together. Maybe it's the partying, the, I don't know, the...
strong drinks at pieces.
I was going to say substances, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's
those
things
too.
that y'all do that bring y'all together. But besides that, what's there? Do y'all share common beliefs? Do y'all want to move forward in life? Do y'all want to make the world a better place? What do y'all want to do in life together besides doing all those other stuff?
Or like, are you trauma bonding? Like, what's going on? Like, why is this person in your life? And sometimes, I mean, this is such a cliche, but like sometimes people are just in your life for a season, right?
Yeah, and that's okay.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Like,
That's okay.
your best friend from the 6th grade does not have to be your best friend today.
Exactly.
And that doesn't mean that what you had with them when they were in your life is any less valuable.
No.
If anything, you're like honoring it by moving on and being like, I'm not going to dilute the value of what that once was for that season of my life by dragging it into this new season and making it this shitty experience for everyone.
Like a chore, like a drudgery. Who needs that? There are enough things that we have to do in this life that the people that you choose to spend time with, that should be a joy. You know what I mean? Exactly. It should be a joy. Like, I got to pay bills. I got to be on the subway. Right. The people that I surround myself with by choice, it needs to give me something.
It needs to be selective.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And time is short.
Time is short, baby. Like, you have to make sure that people that you allow in your life are actually bringing in something that is just not there for like, okay, tick, 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 wasting your time. No, they're there to enjoy the ride with you.
Yeah. I used to always tell my stepdaughter when she was growing up, I'm like, you know what? You deserve to be choosy about who you allow near you. Right. Who you allow to be your friends, who you allow to be sexual partners. Like, you get to pick. And the minute somebody makes you feel like shit about yourself or tries to get you to do something that is again sort of like your inner moral compass.
Yeah.
Because it's your life.
Nah.
You should always do things that make you happy.
Where is the joy?
You should always do things that make you happy and things that you only want to do. Because imagine, like, I don't want to be here. I'm like, and I have to sit through here. How torturous would that be for me? But I want to be here.
Yeah.
I want to do this. And this makes me happy to be with y'all. So that's why I'm doing it. And if I'm doing it and being torturous and don't want to be here, oh my God, can you imagine this whole experience?
Let me ask
the
you a
energy
question.
in the room.
Yeah, it would be off. It would be off.
I'll be like rolling my eyes. Like,
and it wouldn't flow and it would.
This episode would get cut, like waste of time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you imagine that there would ever be a moment for you where drag no longer gives you what it was giving? And if that's true, do you think that it'll just be like cut and dry, I'm done? Or do you think that it'll look a different way?
I love these questions because Michael's asking like, so I was like having a fun, this, blah, 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 blah. You're like, so let's figure out this therapy
That's why we put her in that seat closer to you.
And then she sent me an invoice for my therapy session. The question was, do I think I've utilized drag to its most potential and
for you?
For me.
Like, we're talking about leaving friends behind and bringing friends with you. Is drag that friend you leave and take with you? What is that like for, like, do you feel like there might be a day where you're like, maybe this is the friend that I leave behind, or it becomes or evolves into something different?
For me, I feel like a lot of folks, when they did drag in the beginning, it's for PTSD, it's for trauma, it's for
like
solving
healing from.
Yeah. Yes, okay. It's healing. It's like solving all those issues that you didn't understand, or like a way to vocalize how you're feeling without being too rude, for using the wrong words. You're doing it through performance, like, and the looks and whatnot. So I think that's a lot where it comes from. And I think that after years, maybe almost like 2 decades now, I feel like I've done that a while ago. Okay. For me right now, I feel like, I don't want to say RuPaul, but like, you know how RuPaul, like, I only want to get in drag, like, if there's like money involved. Like, I feel like I'm doing that now, but like, I'm still loving drag, and I feel like it's more special for me now.
Okay.
It's more special for me now because I don't do it for PTSD or healing. Yeah. I do it for me, but also makes it extra special. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah.
No, it makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah, I'm doing it not because of what I had before as a kid. Now I'm doing it as like a 2.0 version as an adult.
That's
as an adult, 2.0 version. And whenever this is over, I don't know what 3.0 version might be, you know?
And it's nice you get to like sort of like, you get to meet drag where it is for you, right? And like it, and going through it, and it can be two things, right?
Yeah.
It can be the thing that helps you get through that traumatic experience, like discovering your gender expression, or like surviving that, you know, queer lived experience that wasn't positive. But it can also be a business. Yeah. It can be something that you turn into a career.
Exactly.
So,
and I think really anything is possible.
Yes.
I mean, like, we have people, like, you know, just on social media, like, I don't know, like selling, like, I don't know,
soup,
art on like soup.
I just started following a lady who makes broth. And I love it so much.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I love it. I'm like, I'm
this guy who makes toffee.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I was like, I'm sat. I am watching every single broth video.
Yeah, like anything.
I've got things soaking ready to make broth later. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's
2026 is the year of the broth.
Example. Yeah.
Are you using chicken feet?
I'm using chicken feet, and I'm clipping them nails.
Yeah, you gotta clip the nails.
You gotta clip the nails.
You gotta clip the nails.
Clipping nails and manicures.
Come at me at my broth girlies.
Yeah.
Come at me in the comments. Okay, sorry, what interrupted you?
Oh yeah, but anything is like possible.
Yes,
you can make anything a business. If there's a demand for it, there's a service. Get your money, honey.
Yeah, get your money at Pieces on Fridays. Every Friday.
Every Friday.
Every Friday.
That's why I say this every week as a joke, because I need a job. I'm not here because I want to, because I need a job.
You all got bills.
Yeah, bills.
So anything else you want to plug? Pieces Friday night at 8 o'clock.
I have one question.
Okay, go.
Sorry.
See, Mélissa.
So, what's your closet like?
What's my closet like? I'm out of the closet. I don't know.
Melissa's been cleaning out her closet. This is the most
closet.
selfish question. She's cleaning her closet.
My drag closet? Well, like, what do you mean? Like,
I
there's
don't
so many,
know.
like
how many closets are
there's so many, like, I guess, like, references for that term. So which
like,
one are you talking about?
What? How do you store your clothing? Melissa means it quite literally.
IKEA closets. Not kidding. Best, like, custom, like.
IKEA?
IKEA, like IKEA, not kidding. Like, you can pick like the sizes you want, the shelves that you want to like
with the drawers. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. The building closet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're cheap. Look into it, because I was like looking at Home Depot. I was like, how much is the customized one? They were like, it's like $6,000 for that little like 6x8. I was like,
you can
hell
go to
IKEA
and IKEA hack it. Yes, you can.
Less than $2,000. Just get it all done. Oh. Beautiful. Easy. Job done. Yeah. But that's what I use for my closet.
All right.
Was that your question?
That was literally
anything I want to plug? Yes, IKEA.
Yeah. Sponsored by IKEA.
Yes. Ooh, no more. Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming on the show.
Of course.
Anything
that flew by. Huh? That flew by 5:45. We're having a great time. You know?
We do that.
Yeah.
Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to promote? Follow Yuhua on socials at this handle that she's about to read off.
Yes. Well, there's a lot of different ones because some got taken. I have to like. But it's just type in Yuhua. I'll be just look for the one that looks like a drag queen on the promo like handle. Yeah.
YUHUA. Do you get these fake accounts too? I've got real Michael Foote private _.net.
I've seen those.
Yeah.
And they're messaging people, asking people for money. As me.
They do that?
I mean, I do too. No, I'm kidding.
It was you behind it. It's you behind it. Okay. Oh, that's just my,
if I message you and ask for money, it was me.
Yeah. And I'll ask you back too, you know.
Okay.
I'll see you at Friday at Pieces in the West Village in New York City, 8 o'clock. I'll see you then.
Not 9 o'clock, no?
It's 8 o'clock. It's your show. Be on
8
time
o'clock
for your
viewing. 8 o'clock viewing. Okay. Oh, there's 2 times, okay? 8 o'clock for viewing when there's Drag Race. 9 o'clock when there's no viewing. Yeah, 2 times. Oh, that's why you said 8 o'clock.
It's only been 8 years. So thank you for coming on the show. I'm so glad you got to meet the audience. They got to meet you.
And what's my name?
Mélissa with an M, honey.
This has been Brief for Recess. We'll be right back. Yuhua was so great. I'm so glad she came.
Me too.
I was worried she wouldn't be on time, but she was right on time.
She was right on time.
Love it. She was 10 minutes late to her own show last week, but I mean, I would say that to her face. That's not a read.
Well, you did.
I did. Did I?
You did.
Oh,
you were like, oh, we were so happy that you were on time.
I'm the type B friend. Not only do I forget what I say, I spill my water everywhere during our break.
No, you're a mess. I can't take you anywhere.
I'm so glad she came though. She's hilarious.
Yeah, no, it was a good time. This is maybe your opportunity to say to me, Mélissa, would you like to come with me to what's the name of the place?
Pieces on Friday.
Pieces on Friday.
Do you want to do it? Should we do the Michael Foote and Mélissa Malebranche meet and greet at the Yuhua Hamasaki show at Pieces on Friday night at 8?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm committing.
Okay. It's going to be like 2 people.
No, that's fine.
You know what? That's great.
No, that's fine.
It.
But I am committing to being out after 9 p.m.
Diva, you're not supposed to go out past 9 p.m. You're going to be a little long in the tooth, Miss Girly.
Someone occasion.
Someone walked up to me at Pieces and said, do the police horses mean anything to you?
Police horses?
Because I make these videos, I always say something about police horses, like as a joke.
Yeah.
That was his opener of like, hey, I recognize you from the internet. I thought that was so clever. I loved it. Yeah. I loved it.
People, and people will pick up on like one particular thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's something I forget I said. Anyway, thank you for watching Brief Recess. I will see you in court.